family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will put it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the right side. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Rides to back and leaves it. On the move at the 30. He's up to 47 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Well, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Mateer. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of...
Turning on the Jets. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Allen. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still running at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Direct snap. Slithers into space. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Mateer. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Here's the handoff. Got a little space. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's got room. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. See if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to pass, it's Allard. Good timing on the quick out. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Snap from the gun on third down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Gives it on the option. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, he's able to make make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion.
Turning it on! Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooner!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 4 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense wins.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. The 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Back to throw, it's Allard. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Pena. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic, the ball's free. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Looking for a huge play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking for a man. It's Allard. Right down the middle. It's complete. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Pocket breaking down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll do it himself on the draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
To the air, it's Mateer. They've got the screen set up. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Sooners have this offense rolling.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Ott. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through 1 tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Sooners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is currently rowing the boat right now, and this is shaping up to be a blowout to remember.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Here comes the heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Gets it to him on the screen. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
14.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there. They'll have work to do to get the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Catch in the middle. It's Pena. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And they're not on the same page there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They want to throw it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's been that kind of day for this offense. They just simply have not been able to execute. They haven't been able to put points up on the board because of plays like that, because of drops.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. This time it's complete. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Snagged in the middle, it's Burks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities.
Breaks into the open on the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Allard. Release to the back. And that is interception number 3 on